Thank you, Kendra, and good morning, everybody. I would like to tell you a little bit about my story. When I was 5, my mom left. My dad became responsible for the family. He gave us everything we could need, and it didn't matter. I had problems, and I couldn't face it alone. This led me to addiction, and eventually I followed in many of my peers' footsteps. I tried the best I could, but when I could not carry the burdens, I learned to humble them by drinking. Before, I remember promising myself and my loved ones I would quit drinking, or I'd only drink on the weekends or limit myself to one beer. It didn't work. I barely graduated high school. Every year I gave them a reason to kick me out. Somehow I managed to get my diploma. I had a case and some serious charges. My youth worker, Josiah, worked very hard to get me through the doors. For months, he would come to see me. No matter the excuses or how many I gave him, he would not give up on me. He was a stranger at that point, and I don't know why he put so much effort into making sure I didn't throw my life away. But for that, I have to thank him. I'll always owe him for that. Without him, this would not be possible. When Josiah convinced me to come to Roca, even though I told anyone that would listen that I didn't have a problem, that was a lie. Even when I was at Roca, I continued my ways. Slowly, I became to see my bad habits in my peers. I did not like what I saw. I wanted to break the cycle. I needed it to stop. Every day, I found myself going to the kitchen in Roca. Even though I had nothing to do there, I talked to Chef John. He had 10 years sobriety at that point, and he became my sponsor. A little bit later, I met Jason. He ran and brought us participants to AA meetings. I started working on crews, cleaning up streets, and I began to take pride in the work I was doing. I liked what I accomplished. I broke the cycle, and I got 2.5 years sobriety. I want to thank Roca for every day of it. I learned things that will always be with me. I now work at Market Basket, and I hope to go to college someday. I hope my little brother follows in my footsteps. The message... Before I leave, the message I want to leave you with is that we need programs like this. Without this program, I would never have sobered up, I would never have learned the skills I was taught, and I would never have broken the cycle. Being at Roca for most of the day, having a place to go, people that listen and understand, it fills the day, and those days turn into a future. I want to give a special thanks to Janet and Louis Semino, who have been like parents to me all my life. I want to thank my youth worker, Josiah, April, Chef John, Jason, and Molly, everyone else at Roca that helped out, Joe Caveya for letting me develop my skills even after I left Roca, and finally, my dad and my grandma for always being there for me.